Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. As you all know that I am Professor ADNAN QADIR. I will be teaching you this course UE 407. This course is being shared by two teachers, me and Mr. Ahmed. And we have decided the course outline that the advanced technologies would be shared, would be taught by me, and the disaster management would be taught by Mr. Ahmed. And we had also decided that first part of the lectures, around 10 lectures, will be taken by Mr. Ahmed, and the rest of the lecture will be taken by me. As things happened because of the COVID situation, we have to go online. So from now and on, I'll be taking all your online lectures. However, your midterm will be taken from the course content of Mr. Ahmed. So I finally start with my first topic, that is a green building concept. So what is a green building? The contents, before I go, what is a green building? Let's see what we are going to cover during this lecture. There is an overview of a green building. What are the standards? What are the incentives? How green building issues are being handled, and what are the issues? And last but not least, NAD University has also taken some initiative towards this green building concept, and that will be also the part of my lectures in this course. So, what is a green building anyway? Green buildings, as the name seems, are high performance structures that also meets certain standards for reducing natural resource consumptions. Now, the green or sustainable buildings are characterized by efficient management of energy and water resources. Because this green actually refers to this energy saving. So any building that is designed especially for saving the energy, it's a green building. So obviously, when we say the building is green, I mean they are characterized, how they are characterized, what are the symptoms of that green building, what are the highlights of the building, what is the difference in that building as compared to the ordinary building. And by this characterization, we also would differentiate between the ordinary building and the green building. How? That is the efficient management of energy and water resources, material management of the material sources and waste, restoration and protection of environmental quality, enhancement and protection of health and indoor environment quality, reinforcement of natural systems, analysis of life cycle cost and benefits of materials and method. And to summarize this is the integration of the decision-making process. We continue with our question, what do you mean by green building? We say it's a matrix for such green benefits that are articulated and certified by LEED, Build Green or other organization. Now, obviously when we say green, we have to follow certain standards. and we have to have subject certification for those people who actually recognize this concept. LEED is one of that. Bill Green and other organizations are also taking part. And as I've said in my introduction, NED University is also, you know, in process of having a LEED certification. So what is LEED? That will be discussed in the coming slide. So when I see the green building, I means those green standards that measure different environmental qualities of the building, and each has a different emphasis and the purpose. So what are those standards? Who manage those standards? There is a organization known as Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. So now, if I ask you the acronym of LEED, it means Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, and it's the oldest institution that is taking care of all these standards, and it's improving, and it's one of the recognized center of excellence for having a registration if you want to have a green building design. You have to want to have a certification of a green building. The Green Globes model green home building guidelines, Build Green, Energy Stars, and Living Buildings. These are the organizations. Now, when we say green, why we want to have green? Why want to be green? Anyhow, what's the difference? So, when we say green, green makes sense in increasing the flexibility to allow for longer buildings and useful life and reuse of the materials. Improved building performance, increased revenues, I mean higher rents and sales price, improved productivity, fewer and shorter vacancies, instead, and lower cost utilities cost of the conversion. So when I say green, I mean that to have a reduced carbon consumption, sometimes we call this as a carbon credit, the energy independence, communities are encouraged, and we want to preserve the natural systems. Now, there's a question. Don't look at this, compare this picture with me. I'm not, this is not my picture. Does certification under LEED or any other green rating systems bring meaningful environment or economic benefit? That's a question. Is just green is real or just another marketing logo by the engineers to fool people around, to make another thing out of nothing? So why we work green? This is the question. Will it be of economical benefit to us, to the environment? And what is green? As I said, it is a real slogan, or it is just a marketing tool. The problem with LEED is that over the years, focus is not on key factors in current climate change crisis, carbon dioxide and energy. It looks only at the prescriptive design, not measurable performance. It favors bells and whistles, not basic designs. And it is too complicated, bureaucratic, and expensive. But all these criticism, lead is still recognized as one of the leading certified company having a green recognition, giving a green recognition. Uh, there's a risk study. It says lead rating did not statistically improve rents, while Energy Star rating associated with rents higher by 3.3%. Because of the various standards and outcome, it is important to work with the client to understand just what clients want to achieve in taking a green building project. So when I say green building, we say defining success together. It's a green building legal issues revolve around identifying parties, values, and negotiating agreement that result in wins, allocating risk, benefits, burdens, and responsibilities, anticipating and avoiding unnecessary trouble. Now let's go. What are the green building standards? What are its incentives? What, what do we mean by green building leasing? And last but not least, green building design and construction. Uh, leadership in leads, leadership in energy and environment design. It is administered by the US Green Building Council. It's voluntarily consensus-based system. So no, not all building people have to have a lead certification. Those who believe they can have, those who doesn't believe they can go another company. Why lead? Because a built environment accounts for approximately 40% of the global consumption of raw materials, 37% of US energy consumptions, 68% of US electricity consumptions, 12% of US potable water, 40% of US solid waste stream, and 35% of US carbon dioxide emissions. So why LEED? It is being advertised as reducing environmental impact, reduce operating cost, increase occupant comfort and productivity, and it has benefit as they claimed as higher rents and higher sales price. You know, obviously during my live lecture, I will explain you what I mean by higher rent and higher sale price. Um, but for this introduction lecture is for introducing the concept of the green buildings. You as an urban engineer uh, is is one of the people who is one of the professional that has to advertise green building concept, especially in the urban setup. So this knowledge is very pertinent for you to have. And since this is the first time you have been introduced to this green builder, so I am going very basics in telling you what is the green building concepts. So LEED basics is the new construction. It can be existing building, operation and maintenance. It can be a commercial interiors, core and shell constructions, schools and roads. It can be any building. Now, this LEED basics gives you pilot rating systems. That is the neighborhood development. Encourage, encourage healthy living by creating compact, walkable, vibrant, mixed-use neighborhoods with good connections to nearby communities. It reduces urban sprawl, protect threatened species, and increase transportation choice and decrease automobile dependence. What are the leads projects? It, uh, there is a South Lake Union Thornton Place in Washington that gives you this thing. The pilot rating systems also includes the retail and the healthcare in cooperation with the Green Building for Healthcare Rating System. When LEED certification updated in 2009, it is about harmonization, credit ratings, and regionalization. When we say harmonization, the prior systems of the LEED, it's with wisdom from credit interpretation, rulings consolidated and aligned according to the objective of the green building. Credits have different weights depending on how most affect energy efficiency and carbon dioxide reductions. When I say regionalization, it credit prioritized based on regionally important environmental issues. So, as an example, we can say uh, how what is the category, how what is the prerequisite, how many credit, and what are the possible points. For instance, a building system having sustainable sites have 8 credits and possible points 26. A building systems that has got water efficiency has got 1 prerequisite, 3 credits, and 10 points. Energy and atmosphere cater for 3 prerequisites, 6 credits, and 35 possible points. Material and resources have 1 prerequisite, 7 credits, and 15 points. So this indoor environmental quality has 2 prerequisite, 8 credits and 15 points. Innovation and design process buy you 2 credits and you will have 5 points. And regional priority will have 1 credit and 4 points. So if you know applying for a green building certification and you are working on sustainable sites, so you will have 8 credit points and possibly you have 26 points to have. And if you are working on any system, water efficiency system, then you may have 3 credits and 10 possible points. You must be wondering, why is the credit and how is that credit would help anyone, anyhow? Is this credit will goes will be paid for to you? What is the credit all about? So we will discuss this thing in the coming lectures. I just give you an indication that if someone is applying for a loan, international loan, and if he has got some LEED certification and having LEED credit points, Uh, with all those today's requirement, he will have more chance of getting these loans approved by the donor agency as compared to those who have not looked at this aspect, energy aspect of the building. That's why nowadays people, when they work on the project, they try to have, especially for infrastructure projects, they have to have some uh, interest. They must design those infrastructure addressing those energy issues, and thereby they will have more chance of funding, as I described. So, for example, sustainable sites, I mean the site selection, the density and connectivity, brownfield redevelopment, alternative transportation, habitat open space, stormwater control, reduction of heat island effect, and light pollution reduction. So this is about site selection, and this is how you select your site. And you, if you select the sites based on these things, you will have you have, as I said, have 8 credits and possible 26 points. A water efficiency project, uh, renewable energy, and building commissioning. Then there is the material sources, building reuse, construction waste management, material reuse, recycled materials, regional materials, rapid renewable materials, and certified wood. When we say indoor environment quality, means ventilation, low emitting materials, controllable systems, thermal comfort, daylight and views. So we stopped at this point, and uh, will continue this lecture next time to start how certification is applied for. Take care.